Dude, this is like my first like in-person podcast in like a year or two. This is I'm excited for this.
Alright, let me clap. Yo, fake radio. You gotta introduce yourself, guys.
So I'm Sareem.
Yo. One of my favorite West Coast rappers on the show today. Super exciting. So I assumed this maybe, but you're from San Diego?
Yes.
It's like born and raised?
Mm-hmm.
Got you. So what's like the music scene out there?
It's more like surf grunge, like alternative.
Yeah.
I have a ton of homies that I grew up with that are all in bands, like whether they started in like high school or college. There's not too many rappers, but it's like shout out Rob Stone, because like he was running the scene when we were in high school.
Yeah.
And like J.O. Felony, like he worked with like Ice Cube way back in the day, but it's like a lot of the rappers down there from like southeast, like down over by like Chula, so it's just like where I'm at, like it's not too much rap, but it's like we do have some dope rappers, like shout out Alexander the Great and AG3, J Whip. We got a couple of dope rappers in North County, Ethan Uno too, and I'm sure I'm forgetting some, so don't be pissed at me.
But so growing up, you want to be a rapper, so like, because you got like a very West Coast sound. So what West Coast rappers influence like that kind of movement? Like what drew you to?
Schoolboy Q for sure.
Yeah, you said
he's like my number one favorite rapper ever.
Yes.
Pac, Kendrick, Corrupt for sure. Like just like Ice Cube too. Like it's funny because like my mom like went to middle school with him. Like
really?
There's a fucking picture in her yearbook, and it's like he was a year younger than she was. Yeah. And it's just like you just see this motherfucker like mean mugging, like he has the same face as like a 13-year-old. Yeah. But anyways, when I watched Straight Outta Compton, like it was just like the first time I really like saw Ice Cube as a rapper. Yeah. And it's just like that motherfucker was just pissing everything. It's like that's where I got like a good chunk of my delivery from.
Got you.
And then it's like, mellowed out the vibe a little bit. But
you fuck with Larry June too?
Of course.
Yeah.
Dom Kennedy.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Yeah. No, I definitely hear that in a lot of your songs. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So you got by the time this is out, I think the album. We got a new album coming out.
Yeah. So it's like an album, EP, like prelude sort of thing. I haven't really put out anything this year, so I'm calling it an album, but it's really more so an EP. It's called Summer's End. And it's more just like we made like probably like 5 or 6 songs this summer that like all just like have a similar vibe, and so it's just like I just wanted to put them on a tape. Like I've probably been making like I have like upwards of like 40 songs in my vault right now. And so it's just like I wanted to put out something to like prove that I've been putting in work, but it's like it's a prelude to like a lot of shit that's like lining up. Yeah. Like I got an album coming out with Chuck English like at the forefront of next year. I'm finna start putting it out like after the EP comes out.
Got you.
And then I got like I'm gonna like try to make that into like its own trilogy. Yeah. And like I have like the merch idea like surrounding it, and we have the design. It's just gonna take more of an official announcement to like get that. But it's like the next like 3 albums like after this one comes out are already planned out. This is more just like get to know me, like get to know my vibe, and it's like you can play it shuffle. There's no story to it. It's just like it's just like here that I'm like doing this shit.
And it's coming out this Friday, right?
Yeah, October 6th.
Where I pre-saved it.
Hell yeah, appreciate you, dog.
Yeah. Fire should come out the same day as the new Drake album. For all my dogs, you got the song That's My Dog on there, like
yes sir.
Fire shit.
You can mosh my shit way easier than you can mosh the Drake shit.
That's true. That's true. Absolutely. Nah, I fuck with your shit because it's like you know how to like pay homage to like the people like before, you know what I'm saying? Also like make it your own thing, because I feel like some people like they don't do it enough, and then some people like they get it in your heads. But I feel like you got like with that shit like that. Like I hear the influences of like, oh that's the 3-6 shit, and then like oh that's like Joey Badass type shit. Like
appreciate
got like a lot of shit like going on. So I really fuck with that. So your first like big song was Kawaii, right? That was like your first.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what were like the origins of that song? How'd that come about?
That's dope that you know that. Kawhi Leonard kind of came up through I think this was like the heart of like that 2019 run. Like when he was just on the Raptors, like putting up like 30 plus a night and just like splashing. Like that was like the most fun I've ever had watching basketball while the Lakers weren't in the playoffs. Yeah. So it was just like there was one, like after one of the games, I think it was like game 1 of the Bucks. I was supposed to go to a party with a couple of girls, and like they were just like, "Oh, you can't come." So like I went to my homie's house, and I copped the beat that I meant for my album, and then like there was another one that just came with it, and then like I just like started writing to the other beat. I'm like, "Oh, crossing up on you little ass niggas like Kawhi. I'm gonna take your girl on a private jet to Kawhi, figuring out what the fuck rhymes with Kawhi, and just like keep going off of that." And then like the song just came together in like 30 minutes, and it's funny because it's like if you look at like the songs like around that time. A lot of them are not at that quality, but it was just like, it was like so like focused, that was like, that it became like my first good song. And it's like, I didn't really like follow that up for like a little bit, but it was just like, that was like the first instance where I was like in that zone, and like I showed it to my homies like while I was unmixed, and they were like, dude, you gotta finish that shit, like put it out like tonight. Like
And the numbers went like crazy on that?
Yeah, that was like the first song I ever put out, and it like got over like 1,000 plays within like 2 or 3 weeks, which was crazy.
That's what's up. And you got a lot of like basketball like imagery and like, you know, shout outs on you there. Who's like favorite team, favorite player? Like
Lakers for sure.
Lakers, of course.
I grew up on like just Shaq and Kobe days, and then like Kobe, Pau Gasol, like all that shit. I'd say like Kobe's obviously like my personal goat, R.I.P. But I would go like my favorite player from those days was probably Derek Fisher.
Okay.
Like I always like kind of root for like the whoever isn't the main guy, because it's like of course you're gonna root for Kobe, of course you're gonna root for Shaq, like they're the forefront, but it's like I like seeing everything that's like going on, and it's like Derek Fisher is like a fucking leader, and it's like there's a reason like Kobe got like 5 of those chips, but there's a reason like Derek Fisher also got 5 of those chips. You know.
Fair. And you've been watching basketball since you were like a child. That's been.
We always just had Sports Center on.
That's what's up. Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm from Boston, so you know.
Bro, after that trade, like honestly, you guys might be nice, but it's like also Giannis and Dame. That just like you guys have Drew Holiday now, but it's like I feel like just the East is just fucked, and I'm hyped out. We only have to play against you guys twice this year.
No, for real, yeah. I tell all my friends from back home like, oh, I'm a Lakers fan now, and they're like, fuck. I'm like, but then like whenever
you can't do that. You gotta stick to your guns.
No, but whenever I'm over here, I'm like, oh, I'm a Celtics fan. They're like, no, it's like I just be pissing everybody off. That's how I be doing it.
Probably a Patriots fan too, huh?
You know what? No, fuck Tom Brady. Yeah.
My man.
No, I like what's his name, Gronkowski, because that's like he's funny, like relatable, but Tom Brady, like who cares, bro? It's like
they want to say he's the greatest athlete ever, but he runs like a fucking soccer mom, bro. Like I don't get it. It's like I get quarterback is very hard to play objectively, and he is the best winner of all time, but greatest athlete ever. Miss me with that bullshit.
Not for real. Hey, shout out Red Sox though. Shout out Big Papi. Shout out all them.
Hey, we stole Mookie from y'all.
I know you did.
Thank you for your best players.
You did, bro. You did. Yeah, no, you really did. You also got the song Sareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Yeah.
Because I know Malik is into like the Dave. Was that like? Did you think about that before making this song? Nah. That was just like...
People told me to like make that song like since I started rapping, like...
Yeah.
Cause it was just like, it was always like in the name. And then like, there was just like, I think... February of last year, I was like going through some beats, and like, it was literally called like Sky Dunk. Yeah. It was like an Amine Vince Staples type beat. And then... I was just like, okay, well, this has got to be the one, like Sky Dunk, Sky Hook, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Sareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, the hook came, it's catchy as fuck. I wish I put in more effort on the verses in retrospect, but it's like, it's still a good song.
I love that song.
Hell yeah, thank you.
I love that song.
Yeah, it's like, it's mixed reception, because it's like, people tell me they love it, and then like I showed it to like my ex-girlfriend last year, and she's just like, oh, this is like the worst shit you ever put out. I'm like, Shit, okay.
Yeah, I mean,
I brought her on stage like because I was like, okay, like this is gonna piss you off. Like let's piss you off.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like. I'm not. Maybe like your friends who like have been wanting you to make Sareem Abdul-Jabbar for like forever. Maybe like when it finally happens, I get like maybe they're just like super disappointed. But I was like,
no, it's like a good amount of people loved it.
Yeah,
it's it's a good concert song.
Yeah, and Coastin', that's like your.
Yeah, that's the gem.
That's the first song I heard.
That's the gem.
Yeah. How'd that song come about? You got.
So shout out to my homie Sean. He produces all my beats.
Okay, so
or a majority of them, but like he like produced this one. Funny thing is like he did not know who Don Kennedy was before like I rapped on this shit.
It's crazy. Yeah.
And like around that time,
he's
like
from
that.
LA too?
He's from Orange County.
Yeah, he's from yeah.
So I was I was just like in a huge like Dom Kennedy phase.
Yeah.
Like around that time, it was like I think we were about to like dip from college, and the homie Zay came out, and like this beat was just so good that I was just like, okay, like I need you on this because it's like I can't carry this shit.
Yeah.
And he freestyles a lot of shit. Shout out to Spy Kid. And that was the one time I ever like got him to just sit down and write. And like he busted out that verse. It took him probably like 15, 20 minutes like in this like just musty ass garage. But like he like I was writing my verses, like the first one came pretty naturally, and then I had like a second verse that was like a lot like it wasn't up to par with the current second verse. And when Zay put that out, I was just like, fuck, I gotta rewrite my shit. So yeah, it was like that was the first time I was like, okay, I gotta step up my game. And it's like I think it shows. Like a lot of people tell me that that's their favorite song of mine.
Yeah. And you got the new song where you're higher than Stephen A. Smith's hairline.
Shout out my boy Ganji. He sent me that beat.
Yeah.
That I was just dicking around. Like I think I saw like on the Spotify charts, like there was somebody that had like the top song was like called like narcissistic personality disorder. And I was just like people who make like so like fucking like long ass names. Like I feel like our generation has like gotten somewhat self-indulgent in like our like song choices and like titles. That I just want to make fun of it.
No, that's valid.
So and it was just like, you know, like the hook's goofy as fuck, but like the lyrics are like dense, and it's like if you look at them, they're some of the deepest shit I've wrote.
I was like, oh shit, he's really gonna like. I feel like people are gonna vibe with that one because I'm like, oh, he's really doing it. Stephen A. Smith hairline. And you got the project that came out. I forget when it came out, but the project with Alexander the Great.
A Anonymous. It stands for Alex Anonymous because my first name is Alex.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
We're both like we both just fucking booze, but we dropped that this year. That was also with our boy Sean. The project was like probably 2 or 3 years in the making.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. There's like a couple iterations of it, but like we probably made like upwards of 20 songs, but it was all like produced by Sean. We had like verses on each of it. Yeah. And it was cool because like Alex and I lived with each other for like the past year.
Oh, well, okay. Do you still live in?
Nah, we both moved back to San Diego.
Got you.
But it was cool like how it came together. And
How'd you meet?
We met through like 2 of our mutual friends. Shout out Seth and Sammy. Yeah. Like it was like some beach event, and like Seth's just like, bro, like I need to introduce you to my homie. Like he also raps. Like we were like planning to meet for like a while, and then it just like one day it came together, and then the next day I was like at his homie's crib in the studio. We made like a couple songs together. Like the first song we made was like Yes Sir, and it's like it's on my SoundCloud if you like want to search after, but it's like it's we both have like different styles, but it's like our chemistry's just there. Like Alex is the fucking homie. So it's just like we you know, like Sean produces like for both of us, and it's like you can like see like the trap side for Alex's stuff, and it's like I have like more of like the old school like kind of just like boom trap shit. And so it was cool to like have our styles mesh on that project, and it's like it got me out of my comfort zone, and it's like I'm thankful for that.
And how'd you meet Sean? How'd you start that relationship?
So he went to Cal Poly too. Like we both graduated from Cal Poly.
Yeah.
And it turns out that like our very first week, like orientation week, I like met him like at the same time as like 300 other motherfuckers. Like it was just like everybody's getting everybody's Snapchat, not actually like hanging out with everybody.
Yeah.
And then I think after, so like my junior year, like back in 2019, I like opened up for Blueface.
Okay.
And around that time, like he was just like, yo, you rap too? Like I'm a producer, like let's link up. And he just like started sending me a bunch of his shit, and like it was just like mind blowing because it's like I didn't rap on anything that good up to that point. And he told me like, oh yeah, I've only been doing this for like 2 months. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah. And so you opened up for Blue, like you at Cal Poly, you opened up for Blue. Got you.
Yeah.
That must have been pretty crazy because like 29. That's like right when he was.
Yeah, that was like, dude, that was crazy. It was like I got like probably like 60, like 75 of my homies like into the crowd, like just selling tickets, and it was just like that was a special night. That's actually the cover of That's My Dog. Like that is from that night.
Oh, word. Okay, yeah. That's
shout out my boy Olander, Christian. Slee, like all those boys, I fucking love y'all.
Yeah, and did you get to meet Blueface after?
Yeah, I did.
What was he like? Was he?
He was quiet. Like his openers were like much more talkative, and I talked to his manager, Whack 100, for like a little bit.
Oh, where? Okay, yeah.
And but like when Blueface came in, like he kind of just smoked a blunt by himself. But it's like I knew he used to play football, so I was just like, I actually like watched his highlights too.
Right.
Like, I was just like, like I fuck with your shit, man. You're a good quarterback, and like I used to play receiver. And so like after that, we took a selfie. That was that.
There we go. Yeah.
Now he's in the headlines for a lot of other stuff.
Now he's in the headlines for a lot of other things. So shout out to him. Shout out
Blueface.
People, especially around here, been asking for me to get him on the podcast, and I would love to if he wants to come through. I would love.
I got his manager's number.
You got Whack 100's number?
Yeah. Where? If you need his number, I got you.
Let's set it up. He's with. Hey, shout out. I peeped the show with Adam 22 with him and everything.
Yeah. Shout out Coyote too. They were one of the openers, and like now they got like a song with Shaq. Like they've been putting in work. Shout out Coyote.
Word. And you're doing a collab tape with Chuck English.
Yeah, bro.
How'd that come about? Where'd you meet?
So I actually opened for him and Joey Perp like last year in November.
Okay.
With the homie Grandview. Shout out Grandview.
Yeah.
And Chuck was just up on stage, and like they announced him opening like kind of late, so like I didn't notice until like I looked at the bill like the night before. I'm like, oh shit, he's there. And like I fucking love Mac Miller.
Yeah.
Like I like his just old shit with like G's like Came Through Easily. He has a couple of songs like Absol, like Maxwell Cream. Yeah. So I was just like, I fuck with the production on all those. So I was just like,
I'm a huge Cool Kids fan. So
they're like the West Coast Neptunes.
Low key.
They got like just that bounce, and it's like he's even got a couple songs with like Jack Harlow, I'm pretty sure. So like I was just like, okay, like I gotta go shake his hand, like at least like try to get his number. Yeah. And he's honestly like one of the chillest dudes I've met out here. Like he's super like down to earth, like super helpful. Yeah. We chopped it up, and like that Friday he like sent me a beat pack. Yeah. And like we just politicked, and like the next thing you know, like he's just like, you know what, we can get a tape out of this if like you really want to. And like 8 songs later, like it was supposed to like drop this summer, but it's like I like really want to get it down because it's like I feel like that tape, like just the production on it is so fucking crisp. Yeah. And it's like there's like, I don't know, man. Shout out Chuck English.
Yeah, shout out Chuck English. And I know Boston homie Meech Bold, I think he just did a song with Sir Michael Rocks, I think. Yeah. You know Meech Bold?
I think I do. He I'm
from Van Buren.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he like just went to like one of those Cipher shows or something.
Oh, word? Okay.
Okay. He like popped out as a guest, but like Chuck's on one of his albums too.
Yeah. I think yeah. No, shout out to all the Van Buren crew, Brockton. Shout out. So wait, you go to Cipher shows?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. That's what's up. See, that's what's up, because I was like listening to some of your shit and I'm like, this dude would be like cold in like a cipher setting type shit. Like, yeah.
For shit, man. Yeah, no, they're dope. Like, shout out to Yanni and Devon. But yeah, dude, it's like I'm really trying to get that shit with Chuck off the ground, because it's like that tape like made me step up my game too.
Really?
I made like a little side tape like that summer, because like Sean and I were just like on that, like, you know, like we go through, like, it wasn't even like ups and downs, it was more just like we were both like just on our own shit, and like Sean was like with his label for a little bit, and so it's like we just like weren't linking as much as we used to, and so like during that period of time I like started just rapping over like beats that were already out, like Tyler Hero, fucking Orange Soda, like Lemonade by Gucci Mane, Mask Off, etc. And that shit just like really made me step up my game, and it's like once I like finished that tape, like I haven't dropped it, and I don't think I ever will. Yeah. But it was just necessary to like up my game for like the Chuck shit, and it's like that shit is like me like trying to like dig deep, like I don't know.
So you got a song, it's based on Ignorance is Bliss, I think it's called, with Lil Nate Dogg.
Or the song's called Run Up off that album.
Okay. And like, cause he sounds a little like, is he like related to Nate? Oh yeah,
that's his kid. Yeah,
that's his kid. Okay, I was thinking
Nathaniel Hale Jr.
Okay, I was like, who's Lil Nate Dogg? I never heard of him before. He was sounding cool on the. How'd you link up with him? Is that just someone you knew from?
Dude, I just DM'd him.
Oh, where?
Like, I was just like, it was the middle of the pandemic, and like Sean sent me that beat, like it was just cold as fuck. I'm like, damn, like I need somebody on that hook. So like I was like, I hit up Lil Nate Dogg just like a little like shamelessly, and I'm just like, yo, like how much for a hook? And he's like $300. Just wired it to him. We honestly didn't like talk that much. Like I don't know the guy that well, but it's like he's seems like a cool dude. Yeah, and it's like his vocals are fucking beautiful.
It was cool. Yeah.
And it's like. I didn't even like know what the song was gonna be about. I was just like, just send me it back, and then I just wrote around it. And then Alan killed his shit too. AG3, like he kills everything he touches.
How'd you link up with him? How you met him?
We went to high school together.
Oh, okay, got you. Yeah, that's cool. And then I also fuck with that song you got, Drizzy Vic.
Yeah.
How that?
Sugar Cues. So Vic is a rapper from Slow.
Got you.
He's from like Petaluma, but like after I graduated, like he's homies with like a lot of my homies, and he was going hard with it for a minute, and he still is actually. Yeah. But he just like was like, yo, like I need the verse on my album, and I just like once he sent it, like I sat on it for a little bit, because it was just like. There was a little period of time where I was just like struggling with like meeting people's expectations. Yeah. And like I feel like I had to shed that imposter syndrome, and he's like, dude, I want to drop this shit. Like hurry up and send me your verse. And so like I just like hammered it out, and then honestly it turned out better than I expected.
Yeah. Nah, that was a good one. Yeah. And we both got a mutual friend, Malik Talking, young.
Yes, sir.
Who had a friend,
AKA BKA, the nigga with no bitches, young water cycle, Malik Talking. Miss you, nigga. That's my DJ.
That's your DJ. So that's what you were taught when you say I met my DJ at a show. That's So what show was that? Where'd you meet?
I opened up for Gata.
Oh right, okay, That's you said that on the you opened up for Gata.
Yeah. So like, there's a picture of us, and like. I didn't even meet him at that point, but like he's in the crowd, just like at the front. He's in front of like the people I brought to that show, by the way. Like he's just vibing in the front, and like we just like shot the shit afterwards. Turns out he has a podcast, and like we just became boys. Like it's just like I don't know. We're both light skinned. We both have a fucked up sense of humor. Like both really fuck with Sonic the Hedgehog. Like just like you know.
Were you at the Sonic the Hedgehog Hype Lane collab?
No, we were both trying to pull up to that shit, but I wasn't in town. Yeah,
but I lucked out with that. Me and Addie pulled up to that like the day before I flew home to Boston for like a month. I was like,
did you cop gear?
What?
Did you cop anything from it?
Yeah, I got a Rogue shirt. Or what's the name? Rouge. The Bat Rouge. Yeah, I got a Rouge shirt. Yeah,
that's tight.
Yep. Shout out Xavier Wolf, he was there doing the shit. Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah, he pulled it. Yeah,
that's what's up.
Yeah, no, it was lit. It was a lit time. Yeah, but Yeah, y'all both fuck with something like the Hedgehog.
It's just like, you know, our music taste like lines up. Like we both fuck with Gambino heavy.
Yeah.
He's like big Kanye fan. I'm a big Ho fan.
Yeah.
You know, like it's just like Malik's a fucking boy. Like honestly, he's like one of my best friends. Like since I've like moved out to LA.
Yeah.
So it's just like he and then like the night. So like he didn't initially become my DJ. Yeah. It was more just like. There was one night where him and his homie were in LA, and I actually happened to have a show that night. Yeah. And like I was just like hitting up people, but it was also like one of those like showcases, so like people would literally just like go up and pee on Hawks. And I was just like, fuck, I don't really want to operate this, so I just turned to Malik and I'm just like, yo, have you ever DJed? He's like, no. I'm like, do you want to DJ? And he's like, you sure? And like I have all the files on my phone, and so like he just got up there, and it's like literally like I've had DJs where it's like they're fucking homies, like shout out Johnny Brooks, but it's like in that moment like Malik's like our chemistry was so fucking instant, like it was just like, it was just like he bought like his dad copped him a DJ board like that same week. Like it was just like automatic.
Coincidence or like he was
no, it's like he committed like right then and there. Like we're taking this shit over. Like there's no more auditions.
Yeah, and he does all your shows, or he does like
everything he can pop up to.
Where I know y'all did a show. Was it Vigil?
Yeah, the Virgil.
Yeah, the Virgil. Yeah. I was in Boston at the time, but I was like, damn, because I saw Zay All Caps was there too, and I was like, I wish I could pull up, but I could not.
Shout out all those boys, Zay, Relay, Anto, G. Houston.
Yeah, I know you got some future shows in the works. You got anything you wanna plug, wanna promote?
Yeah, so this might be announced by the time this comes out, but I got the bid to do to open for Ghostface Killah and Raekwon in San Francisco on December 16th.
There we go.
Gonna be at the Midway, so if you're in San Francisco, Bay Area, all that shit, pull up. I better see your ass there.
Yeah, there we go. The last people I just interviewed got a show December 15th in New York, so we got shows all December, all across the
We're going worldwide, baby.
Country. Yeah, so y'all got no excuse. Y'all better pull it to something. And when's the Chuck English collab? When are your next album? When are you playing?
We're gonna roll it out on like probably November.
Got you.
Like I like after I drop this album, I don't really want to like stop doing shit. Yeah. So it's like I think the next song is gonna come out like probably. I'll say like November 15th tentatively. Yeah. And then like from there it's gonna be like 2 or 3 more songs after that. And then it's like I'm gonna drop the tape on my birthday, February 4th. Cause like it's weird. I don't really fuck with my birthday like that, but it's like I wanna like celebrate it. It's like, you know, it's like rude not to acknowledge it. So it's like I might as well just like drop something that day to be like, you know, commemorate it. Like I don't know. I wanted to make a big deal out of my Kobe year, but it's just like, you know, I'm weird about that shit.
Wait, your Kobe year is next?
Or this year. I'm 24 now.
Yeah, got you. Okay, I'm 24 too. Yeah, okay, we're the same age. Yeah, no.
So it's just like, you know, I just gotta get out of my show a little bit. Yeah, bro. Like, I don't know.
I try to fuck with my birthday a little bit. Yeah, not too big, but yeah. And we got a game on Fake Radio where you choose one artist who you know personally you've never done a song with, who you want to collaborate with, and then one artist who you don't know in real life who like dream collab, who you want to do a song with. That's yeah. So
off the dome, I want to do some West Coast shit with the homie OZ.
OZ?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, he's got that shit on lock.
Yeah.
I mean, like, there's so many to choose from, like, that I don't know. I'm not gonna lie to you, like, I'm under an NDA for, like, one of the videos, but, like, I asked, like, one of my favorite rappers for a feature, they turned me down. But, I would say, like, I would kill some shit with either, like, Baby Keem or Kid Cudi.
Got you. Yeah, I can see it, for sure. Yeah. I can see you going crazy on a Larry June.
Yeah, like Dom Kennedy too.
Yeah, Currency too.
Yeah.
No, that shit would go crazy. Yeah. And do you have like a favorite song, personal favorite song of yours?
I'd say like Yeah
Okay.
by Schoolboy Q, and then
like your
my song.
Yeah.
Oh shit, my bad. It really depends on the day.
Yeah.
Right now my favorite song is Rap Dreams because it just came out, but
that's a great song.
I would say like my person, like what I think is my best song is probably Mama Just, which is like the outro to my last album. Yeah. That was like I don't need to go into detail, but like that is like, you know, that shit means a lot to me. So that was like, shout out to homie Hakeem for like killing his shit on it too. For real. Like, but it's like that was just like one of those songs where I was just like, I gotta get some shit off my chest. I opened up for Draco like I think like 3 months before like he got killed. Yeah. And like that was just like, you know, it was based around that. I was like at the venue that night too.
You're at the venue where he got killed?
Yeah. And it was just crazy. Like that fucked with me for a minute.
That would, yeah, and you met him and shit after the show. Yeah.
I met like a lot of his homies, like there,
like Ralphie and everyone.
I didn't meet Ralphie, but I met like I'm Not Evil, who's like his videographer. And, like I had a pretty like good conversation with him.
What? So would you say the Blueface show though is like the craziest show you've had, or what? Because
I've had a lot of crazy shows because it's just like not even on some opening shit. Like I've had like we used to do like shows at my crib in Slow. Yeah. Like there was like one like post COVID, like I think like a month before I graduated, which was like we just like packed like probably 150 people in this like fucking room, and like that was just like that was one of like the coolest shows because it was just like I knew like damn near everybody in that crowd.
That's what's up.
And it was like it was a special night. Like I played like Bulls on Parade too. Like we were just like fucking moshing, and like the next day I'm playing like Rocket League in that space. You know, you can't recreate that shit. I would say like. There was one show specifically though. I think it was like 2 years after like Kobe passed. I had it like Frog and Peach and Slow, and like that was like my very last show there. Yeah. Like up in St. Louis Obispo, and like that was like that show was fucking crazy. Like that was like before like a lot of my homies moved out, and I think the very last song like I hopped into the mosh pit and I was just like rapping like fucking Denzel Curry style, like while just like pushing like some of my best friends. That was fucking crazy, you know?
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Well, the show I went to that I saw you at was like fun too. The one with Dirty Laundry, that shit was cool.
That was the only time I've ever done a Linkin Park cover. That was
I forgot you did the fucking Linkin Park cover. Yeah.
Yeah, that video is not surfaced yet, but that shit was just like that was a cool night. Like honestly, like thank you for coming to that. That was like
that was sick.
Yeah.
Nah, I was glad I popped out on the Thursday night. Yeah, I've been to that venue like that was the first time I've been to Dirty Laundry too. Yeah.
They have like house there too. Like it was it was like I didn't realize it was that venue until like I like pulled up and I was just like, oh shit, I've been here before.
Yeah. Nah. Yeah. Well, thank you for pulling up.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for having me.
Gonna do some more shit soon. And Sareem, DJ Raxel, shout out Jimmy K Feds and the Squeak Squad. Catch him wherever.
Yes, sir.
Album out. It's gonna be out now.
Summer's in, October 6th.
Yup. Summer's over. And we are out.
Yes, sir.
Alright. Here we go.